episode 91
I wasn't
of the
ready.
Lewis Show.
Oh.
I'm ready. Ruben's ready. Keelan's ready.
Yeah.
That's it.
Oh.
Guys, we're in the new studio.
good to be
now,
back.
You might notice something a little bit different. That's right.
Yes, you.
I'm going to move for that one. Multiple camera angles, baby. The show has an upgrade. Now, I'm saying that before we have confirmation that these two have done it correctly, which, let's be real, judging by the live stream, unlikely. But hopefully, you know, at least next episode, we'll have, you know,
Yeah.
multiple angles and probably this one.
We can, what's the right word? Tentatively promise?
That's a good one.
Thank you.
Tentatively, 4.
Yeah.
That's got to be a Luke Hidgel world record. 4 syllables.
We've done it. Now, would you like me to ruin it?
Yep.
Right before the podcast, the reason why I was laughing when we came in is because you said you were talking about a radio show called Wakey Wakey Danny Lakey. And I thought it would be funny to say, Wakey Wakey, I have an erection because Ruben winked at me from behind the camera. And that's what I was laughing at for
Common
45
expression
seconds.
is wakey wakey, hands off snakey.
Yep.
But you just went blunt force trauma with that one. Like, wakey wakey, my cock's hard.
Yes.
Kill
Wakey
it.
Wakey, my dick's in your mouth. Kind of like, okay, one too far. See?
Oh.
Um,
Wakey wakey, anal sex. Even further. It's done.
Yep.
It's over. Guys, lucky we got to see that from multiple angles.
what does Rico Very mean? Oh, recovery.
Yeah, we were just talking about the Rico Very process from the 24-hour.
Sorry,
24-hour
we have a
stream.
whiteboard in front of us
Yeah.
of what we want to talk about. And Lewis has written recovery, but it looks like it says Rico Very. You've left a very big space. So I thought we were going to be talking about Hannah Montana. Like, who's your favorite character?
Hannah Montana?
Rico. Oh, why? Oh, very.
Is that a character from Hannah Montana, Rico?
Rico. He's like the guy who runs the shop.
I thought you were talking about obscure clothing brand from Facebook, Uncle Rico.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I thought
No one's heard of that?
I thought you misspelled the
Too
tire.
obscure, that one. Too obscure.
I thought you misspelled a tire company, Repco.
Repco? Oh,
Okay, guys.
That's
if
enough.
you can't tell, recovery from the 24-hour live stream,
Not going well.
unexistent. Non-existent? Fuck.
Yeah, you've really undone yourself there.
I've non-done myself.
The 24-hour live stream has resulted in a fully brain melt.
Sorry, it's supposed to be outdone. Neither of us were correct.
Yeah, undone. I said undone. Undone's a
No,
word.
it's outdone, not
Outdone.
undone.
No, I said he's undone the previous efforts of saying a word with 4 syllables. That's what I meant.
Oh.
So your brain's melted. Mine's like, you know when you have a candle and you leave it on for too long and the top half's melted, the bottom half's still a candle? That's my brain.
Yeah. So, did you go to sleep straight after we finished? So, we were up for 34 hours. We did a 24-hour live stream. Thank you very much to the people who tuned in.
Incredible.
It was a whole lot of fun.
And if you missed out on some of the live stream, because not everyone stayed up for 24 hours, don't worry, you can watch it on our channel.
Would you like me to tell people the bad news?
Would you like Keelan to tell
Well, the bad news is that you can't watch it on our channel.
No.
And that
No, you
Lewis
can't.
lied.
Yes.
And-
we tried our best, and by that we assumed that you could do that
Yeah.
without us doing anything. But apparently if you do a live stream for more than 12 hours, YouTube just goes, fuck you.
Yes.
And it deletes it, so it's gone.
I would just remember that someone in the Discord called me the other day and said,
Sorry,
pretty
boys, bit of a lull there.
Oh, that's a good addition. That's a good addition from the live
That
stream.
was a callback from the live stream.
The lull horn.
and we were all in the room together, us three, and he said on the phone to me that I'm pretty sure you have to restart the stream to save it after 12 hours. And we all went, nah, probably not. And then just kept going.
Did you say that?
No, it was
we
Xander in the
I
Discord
remember
said that to me.
We did do that. We all went, that should be right. And you know what? It wasn't.
It wasn't fine.
It wasn't all right at all.
But I think...
It's gone.
No, think about it. It's sad because there was a lot of really funny stuff, a lot of great memories on the stream. I think it's almost the perfect... It's really... It really captures what the vibe of the stream was, which was the... From start to finish, it was unthought out, spontaneous, and not that good.
Yeah.
For some parts.
Which is why it was awesome.
But So many people enjoyed it. Like, it was
Yeah.
unbelievable. We had almost 30,000 people, 29,000 people tune in throughout the 24
Crazy.
hours.
Yeah.
We were on average, we had about 450 people watching on average throughout the stream.
Yeah.
We peaked at about 800. Our lowest point was 250
Yeah.
when we were building a chair at 3 a.m.
And I took my shirt off because someone gave me $10. It was
Yeah.
a low point in my life and the stream.
You sold yourself a lot on that stream for other people's entertainment.
I got to say that I don't think that the earnings should be split 50-50.
No.
I think it should be at least 60-40.
I agree.
I took my shirt off
Yep.
for money. I did a Waluigi impression, much to the chagrin of my vocal cords.
What was disappointing is no one.
That was a big word, chagrin.
you're nailing
That
it.
was a really good word. Yeah.
What was
Bit-
that
bit-
word?
Chagrin.
A female grin. What does that word mean? Chagrin.
Chagrin. What do you reckon it means? Much
Can
to
you
the,
can you say the context again?
much to the chagrin of my vocal cords, I did a Waluigi
Okay,
impression.
so it's like a negative, much to the unfortunate disappointment,
Close.
much to
Close.
the pain,
I've got the official definition up.
of
First,
chagrin.
I would like Luke to try and spell it.
Chagrin.
Yeah.
You
Chagrin.
know how I'm going to spell it, and
Yeah.
that's mean.
Yeah.
Because you know I say things the way they should be spelled.
Yeah.
Should be spelled
Yeah.
SHAGRIN. Chagrin.
No, it's actually more of a cha-ching, but grin.
Or CH.
Hey,
Mm.
grin.
So you're only one letter off.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, the most important letter.
The way that you spell it, though, sounded like a bogan trying to invent a new name. Like
Oh.
they like Sharon, but they didn't really want to go with that.
Yeah.
They're like chagrin.
Yeah, like a fancy bogan.
Does sound like a name, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Annoyance or distress at having failed or been humiliated.
Would have you been shocked if I'd have come out with annoyance or distress with that fail of whatever you said?
I might have had a heart attack.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
So I did Waluigi impressions. I think that brought in about $450 for the show, which is
Well,
an
I was-
obscene amount of money to make. My brother, who's a tradie, carpenter, called the show just to say that he was fucking offended watching me make that much money from a 30-second Waluigi impression when he'd been building a roof for 8 hours and made less.
And I think that also reflects the tone of the show a bit as well. Like
Yeah.
it shows what we are about here, which is often we'll go for 6 months without making any money. And then
That's true.
all of a sudden you get a diamond in the rough where
Yeah.
people all of a sudden want to pay Lewis upwards of $400 to just do Waluigi voices, and all of a sudden it's payday here at Luke and Lewis.
Yeah, it makes it really, if we were to go to like a business planner and he was like, so what's the main way you make money? We would go, honestly, mate, I got no fucking idea.
Honestly, Super Mario impressions.
Yeah.
Like at this point.
Yeah.
I was a bit offended that no one asked me to take my shirt off.
That's true. Not even once.
No,
I think
not even one. No one was interested.
People have a sneaking suspicion that throughout this quarantine, mainly because you have been doing absolutely no world gym activity at all.
That's not true. I bought a sports watch.
You bought a sports watch. You reckon that's fitness activity? Is it?
Yeah, I didn't even go to the shops. I bought it online.
Yeah, that's not good, is it?
I've run with it.
You ran how far?
I haven't run a
What,
lot.
you
I haven't run a
run
lot this week.
Once?
No, the first I
When'd you get it?
3 weeks ago.
How many runs?
The first week I did a lot,
Yeah.
and then
Because you
I've
wanted to use
been
your purchase?
tapering ever since.
Yeah.
I think I went overboard.
With just, you did too many runs.
Yeah.
Well,
And
I
I've just
have been
resting up
I've been smashing my fitness goals, workouts every day, put on 2 kilos
in quarantine.
in quarantine.
You're a gym guy.
2 good kilos.
You're a home gym man.
Home gym man. Body weight workouts
don't-
all the way.
I was gonna say you don't have any gym equipment
Mate, you got a body, you got a gym.
because we're in your garage.
This is a studio.
Okay, so this is a debate which I guess will get
mean,
the audience to decide.
We'll throw it to listeners. Does this look like a garage? Do you see any cars? Smell any fumes? I don't.
This is a brick wall behind us.
Yes, true. But also, some would say that double brick is an addition, you know? Have you how many
Okay.
studio apartments
We
have you seen
called-
brick walls? That's almost a plus.
We
these
never
days.
called the curtains hanging up and the chairs a
Yep.
studio when we're in the warehouse.
That's right. That's because the warehouse was a shithole. This huge upgrade studio.
We're in a garage in Frankston.
So
I think we've directly like gone across. I don't think we've been promoted or demoted. It's just like
Sideways.
yeah.
I would say slight incline.
It is better. I feel safer, kind of. Yeah, how fucked up is that I feel safer in Frankston than what we were in?
You were saying?
Well, there's a few things I'd like to know. First of all, the space is smaller.
It is.
And now we've got
half the size.
300% the amount of cameras.
Yes. Yeah, 300%, 3 times the amount and half the size. But also, I would say we have 1,000% less nangs
True.
on the street.
That's good.
And I like that.
And 100% or 1,000% less cigarette smoke coming in.
And 40,000% less hard style.
No farts reverberating. See if Jazz is now the warehouse workers. If she does a big fart, double brick. Won't even hear it.
And we got clean toilets here as well.
Clean toilets. Well, that's
we
for
didn't
now
talk about
because you
that.
haven't used it yet. and I think that out of the whole team, if there's someone who's going to ruin the toilet, suspect number 1.
Just
Keelan
we're
Ferrari
going off
bread.
diet alone, and you have to agree with that.
Well, yes.
We have a big dilemma with the toilets because at the warehouse, they're as shit as they were, literally shit. There were 3 of them and a urinal. Here we only have 1 toilet.
So we have 2. We're males.
2. Where's the other one?
World gym, world toilet.
True. Number 1s anywhere you like.
So this is what at the warehouse we used to call it doing a done run because
Yeah.
you'd have to kind of run up the whole street and then around the corner was the toilet. You'd have to actually walk out onto the road, get the warehouse key. Now there's no more keys. Here we have 2 options.
If it was after business hours, there'd be an alarm.
Yes.
That would go off and on.
That's
missed
something
the
I don't
alarm.
miss, the alarm.
You missed the alarm. The alarm was
Gave it
objectively the
character.
worst thing about
That was
it.
the worst thing about the warehouse.
Character.
That was worse than the attack dogs across the road.
Oh, yeah, no dogs.
Yeah.
This place is awesome.
It's a lot better.
It's
but
a lot
it's
better.
still a garage.
No, it's definitely a studio. There's carpet on the ground. You ever seen carpet
It's
in a
a
garage?
mat.
I haven't.
We bought the carpet to make
Well,
it look
there's-
less like a garage.
Look, there's carpet tiles underneath the mat.
One small piece
Cover
of
the
evidence.
garage floor.
And you can't see this on the camera, but there is absolutely a garage roller
It's
door.
a roller door to fit a car through.
Is no video evidence of that. So I
Keelan,
don't know what
please
you're
go
talking about.
bang on the roller door. No, don't move the camera. Just go bang. We just audio confirmation of that is
So I didn't hear anything. That was me clearing my throat. It's all the Waluigi impressions. Really got a sore throat here. Sounds like someone banging on a garage door.
also. Do you hear the dog? There's apparently a dog. I think
There's
we
a
just
dog.
woke up a dog.
I have never heard that dog. Been here for a few months, never heard the dog. Apparently, me clearing my throat annoys the dog. That's good to know. I'll cough more carefully in future.
So now I think instead when we go to the toilet, a number 1, I think now I think we've started calling it. We're going out and
To kill the weeds.
kill the weeds.
Yeah.
Weed killer Keelan has already
Yeah.
destroyed the backyard with his
And
piss.
mate, fucking Blue V. That'll take out. What are you
And-
excited about? Oh,
Forgot
no.
about this one. Jazz
Yeah.
gave me a blue.
This is
V.
bad. We're doing online shopping for the groceries. Sometimes we get free samples. We got this. It's not a blue V. It's like a yellow,
Raspberry
pink,
lemonade.
yellow, red V. Whatever it is, it looks very chemically.
Raspberry lemonade.
So we just thought, oh, we'll give that to Keelan, which
Just run an
he's
experiment.
excited about.
How
we're
is
not.
it?
Oh my god, that's amazing.
Really?
Not even kidding. Would you like some?
He's found a new
yeah, all right.
flavour.
Oh,
That's
so-
amazing.
Boys, we are sharing drinks in
Raspberry
a
lemon,
world pandemic.
COVID-19.
That's fine. I won't judge.
Do you have it, Lewis?
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
great. Well, then give it to me.
I can confirm that I don't have it.
Better than blue V and regular V, but still a V, which is my
V.
biggest
Would you
problem.
like some, Ruben?
Does that?
You don't want any?
That tastes like flavoured urine.
Yeah, that sounds like someone's taken Keelan's blue V piss and put.
Don't
Blue
say
Dye in
that
it.
when I was taking a sip. That's
You
gross.
Had a gulp in your mouth and he went,
Now the issue with number 1's in the back, which I'm sweet.
your
with.
backyard.
Number 1's in the back. I don't care.
next to the garage.
The only issue is, and it's quite a big issue, not for me, for all of the neighbours. Very low fences, very low.
It's their fault.
So and the people over there, they're always walking back and forth because they have like a bungalow. So I think that at some point someone's definitely going to see the weed killer being done. And if you guys are fine with that,
50% of the population's got one.
Yeah. Okay.
I was going to say, back in your old modern digital days, do you remember your break about wanting to piss on the same piece of fence every single day?
Have you started?
I might have to start. We could designate a section of. See, you would have missed this, Ruben. I thought that I really wanted to move out only because
at one point you said this is a lifelong goal of mine to try this.
Yeah, lifelong goal, and I'm serious about this. This is huge, and I'm actually fucking stoked. I think as a team we could do this.
Okay.
I want to designate a piece of the wooden fence in the backyard where we all piss to see if over a very long period of time we could piss through it.
Like a road.
What do you reckon, boys? Are we up for the challenge?
Yes.
I'm up for it.
Okay.
It may start to smell in one area.
Might rot the wood.
Well, that's the goal, right?
Or, how about this? 4 different designated areas.
And see
who
who
piss through first.
See who has the
Keelan will smash it out.
corrosive.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
You'll piss straight chemicals onto that fence, and you'll probably piss through it on the first piss.
Well, my whole section of my garden, like where just the grass is dead from where I piss every single morning.
We kill a Keelan.
The issue,
living up to the nickname.
the issue with trying to piss through the fence is the fences are so low, it'll just look like we're looking into the neighbour's property. And
It'll
they'll
be
go,
like-
what are you looking at? You're nothing, just pissing, mate.
You know the
Weirder.
you know
Looking
the
and pissing.
You know the neighbour on Home Improvement where you never see his
Yeah.
face and he's just always popping his head over,
Yeah.
chatting. It'll be like that. We'll just
Yeah.
be talking to Tim Allen taking a piss. You know.
Yeah, except they'll only see my chest.
Yeah, true. They'll probably see your cock hanging over the fence.
Wakey, wakey. Look at my cock over the fence.
Now, the poo situation, Jazz kind of came in and set some ground rules before we started.
Yeah, she's like, Lewis, do you want to do some housekeeping? I'm like, yeah, I told her to put their rubbish in the bin. She's like, no. Something more important.
She said, boys, obviously come in, feel free to use the kitchen. That's fine. Fill up your water bottles. Great. I mean, it's her house, so fair enough. And we thank Jazz for
Our
letting.
house.
I mean,
I pay most of the rent. I would say that's 70% my house.
you're right. And she does a lot of the stuff around it.
Well, she is a woman. She enjoys it.
When you walk in this couch, it's like,
In
this
this
is
couch?
Lewis's.
Are we inside a couch, are we? I thought we were in a studio.
Guys,
Is that we're inside
I
a
don't-
couch?
I don't think I've recovered.
You haven't
I haven't
Rico
Rico-veried.
varied at all.
I'm a former shadow of what I once was before, like my old self.
You know what I did?
I'm
after
unrecognizable.
After the live stream, I was
nap?
so hungry. So I'm like, oh, let's get Uber Eats. Ordered Uber Eats. Fell asleep immediately. Woke up the next morning to the food on the porch. Just cold. Been there all night.
Ambitious.
Yeah, and I
That's
was
such
like,
a
"Oh."
drunk thing to do.
Yeah, you know, they were saying that staying awake for like 14 hours is like having a blood alcohol level of point number.
17
Can't
hours,
remember.
yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway,
And that's a very drunk thing that I did.
It
Order
is.
food, forget about it, go to bed.
you did. How was it? Did you feel like a piece of shit in the morning?
I just thought it was funny.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, bloody tired, Lewis. What a fucking idiot.
Yeah, ambitious as well.
Yeah.
Thinking you'd be able to stay awake for 25 minutes while it came. Anyway, so Jazz said, boys, it's fine. Now, with the toilet, the indoor toilet, obviously you can kill the weeds in the backyard. Nature weeds are a go. But if you have to do some number 2s, she said, boys, make sure you light a candle as there's no ventilation
at all.
Now,
There's a little window. Let me tell you, Luke, doesn't do a job. Sometimes you know, I walk in there and I go, I have to remind myself that I love my girlfriend.
Oh, gross.
Yeah.
yeah,
And I don't love any of you. So, you know,
yeah,
well, maybe Luke a little bit.
thank you.
That's right.
Geez, that sends a message that this is peer employees.
Yeah. Well, no, I'd say you guys are friends, but I don't think that I certainly don't love Ruben yet. Yet. Put a yet there. Do you love me, mate?
Sorry, let me get back to my microphone. Hi, what was the question
You
again?
love me.
Yeah.
You love me.
Yeah.
Bloody vegan. What about Luke? Do you love Luke?
Yeah.
Oh, that's wonderful. Well, hey, you know
Well, it's very
Hey,
not
Ruben?
reciprocated from us.
hey, Ruben.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Do you love me?
That was like a real Han Solo you did there.
yeah.
Remember when she goes, I love you?
Thank you.
Thanks. And then he gets frozen in carbonite.
Doesn't he say I know?
Oh, yeah, I know.
He goes, oh, that's alpha as fuck. I know.
Yeah.
I love you. I know.
Yeah.
That's fucking. Ooh, that makes me a bit horny.
Now.
Do you love me?
I love our relationship.
Me
Whoa,
too.
really?
Yeah.
Do you
I
work
I
for
love
him?
our friendship.
Do you consider Lewis a friend or a boss? Or a
I
boss
think
friend?
now a friend.
Yeah.
Mhm.
After 3 tours in a span of like 3 months.
Who are you closer with, Lewis
And
or
hey,
me?
Keelan, thank you.
Probably you because I FaceTime you
Yeah,
a lot
Keelan
more.
and I are more friends because Keelan doesn't work
This
for me
is-
directly.
Disgusting.
No,
I
it's
won't have this.
Well, I'm more friends with Luke because we
As my
I was
boss,
gonna say,
I
I'm
command
ex-
you to be more of a friend to
Well,
me.
answer my FaceTime calls.
no. I think this just reflects who's more social out of the two of us. I am
Yeah.
friends with Ruben because we like carpool a lot
Yeah.
and we have chats in the car.
Well, that's not fair. I can't drive. Well, you guys have to stop doing that because I want, you know, Keelan, it's all fucked already. But Ruben, I want our relationship with Ruben to be equal at all times. So whenever you see each other, notify me, and you and me have to spend the exact amount. Oh, that sounds terrible.
Okay,
That
but
sounds
Keelan
terrible.
and I like FaceTime a lot
Yeah.
and talk about a lot of stuff outside work.
Yeah.
You know, we chat about films,
What?
Pixar films.
This is ridiculous.
We watched Cars. I told him to.
Well, hang on.
I don't know.
Is
I
my
just told me to watch Cars too.
Yeah.
is my status as your best mate being threatened by this guy?
I mean, you know what? But in quarantine, we probably chatted less than we ever have off camera about non-related work things.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think we even, other than quickly, how are you, good.
Yeah.
And then it was like, all right, got to get this new equipment for the studio, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And then, we're
Yeah, we
recording an
didn't-
episode. We didn't really,
Not much personal chat.
no, we didn't catch up as friends a lot.
So you're using me. Is that what you're saying? You're using being friends with me just to do this. Is that what you're saying?
No.
Oh, okay, good.
No, I just think you were antisocial during quarantine.
So what you're all saying is that
you
I'm
didn't
the
keep
problem.
in contact with anyone.
Is that I'm the problem?
Maybe.
You know what? I agree. It's definitely my. And you know what? I love you all.
Yeah.
Except
thank
for
you.
Ruben, we're not on that page yet. We'll get there. Haven't known you that long, you know?
Okay, well, can I take mine back?
Yes, I'll allow that.
All right, I'll take it back.
Great. Do you still love him though?
No, I take that back too.
Oh,
Fuck you.
What about do you guys love each other?
Did they say no?
They both looked at each other and said no at the same time. That's great.
Keelan's
well-
like, wakey, go fuck yourself.
What about the listeners? Do you love the listeners?
No, I think they're all stupid. I think 70% of them are fucking borderline. I can't even. I'm not allowed to say the word anymore
Yeah.
because it's insensitive to talk about people that
The
way.
N-word?
No. No. Just like Keelan, I also hate the disabled.
Right. Okay. Well, you know what? I love every one of the listeners,
No, here's
except for anyone who emails in with an iPad.
No, you know what? We joke about people being dumb. I had a real moment after the live stream when I went home.
Yeah.
And I think I have like one like 2 or 3 times a year. It's usually whenever we do something different
Yeah.
and it's a success
Yeah.
or something bigger and new. I had the response to the live stream was overwhelmingly
Crazy.
positive.
Really, really nice.
And it was so nice. Like about 30 people watched the entire 24 hours.
That's nuts.
My
And
inbox
we proved this. If you
got
didn't
lit
see,
up.
we were doing roll call at random times. We'd read out all the names. They had to say here, and we were kicking people off the list who didn't
Yeah.
say here. And I would say most of the people who signed up to roll call
We
made
only
it.
kicked
We
about
only-
10 people off.
Yeah, 10
They're
people
out.
out of like 40.
Yeah,
Pretty
and
good.
and even those people still watched 20 hours who got kicked off.
Yeah, they dropped out like in the last.
Yeah,
third.
they were like, boys, I'm so sorry. I've
And
got
we
to
were
call
like,
it.
please leave. I thought at the start of the stream, if there's like 3 people left, we'll give them a t-shirt or something.
Yes.
Hey, absolutely not.
No, we can't not afford that.
Too many people. Sorry.
But no, one thing I realized was like, I actually had a moment where obviously we
Mm.
joke about look, some sound offs are dumb, yes, but
Yeah.
everyone's dumb. I mean, I thought that said Rico very, so
Mm.
who am I to talk? The point is, it was very nice, and I had a little moment at home where I was like, it's so cool that we get to do what we do. We sat
Definitely.
in here and talked shit for 24 hours, and people cared, not only cared, loved it,
Yeah.
and then I still haven't
Engage with it the whole time. Comments.
I haven't even got back to everyone in my inbox. Like,
Yeah.
I'm sorry if I haven't got back to you. I do try and reply to most DMs, but like, obviously some people say shit stuff
Yeah.
because that's the internet.
Yeah, that's good. Chucking a shot at them while you complimenting them.
Yeah,
That's
no,
good.
but it's not
You know,
all of them.
positive. Neg.
Yeah, I wouldn't want it's treat them mean, keep them keen.
That's right. Yeah.
Anyway, we had a really good moment, and it was great, and it was just one of those reminders that, like, okay,
this is awesome.
Because we haven't had tours this year.
Mm.
I haven't seen that, like,
You don't
face
see
to face
yeah.
kind of.
That's about as face to face as it gets. Having people, you doing something, and then someone going,
Yeah,
cool.
I just don't think I'd seen a response like that in a while from what we've been doing since the regional tour.
Reminds you why we do it. It was it was
a good
very
reminder.
fun. And even though we melted our brains and we didn't
It also
recovare
melted
it
our
very
hearts.
well. That's right.
Now back to the
Back to
poo
business.
situation.
Back to business. Back to business.
I
I said that 3 times.
You did.
And I thought every time I said it, I thought I'm going to think of the thing to say next, and then I just said back to business again.
Your brain is mush.
Yeah, but that's all right because I love Ruben.
Sorry, I
doesn't love
thought we
Keelan.
settled this 15 minutes ago.
Oh,
he's
that
saying
was
the
just a
same thing
test.
again.
Yeah, yep.
Lewis
We're going back.
Lewis
in
is on a
circles.
fucking loop.
Yeah.
You're like a tape recorder at this point.
No, but this time he said he
Wakey,
loved
wakey,
me.
My cock's hard. Just saying things that I've said before. Let's move on. Yeah, this is going to be
was
a
that
weird
a lull?
episode. Yeah, that I don't know. That was
It was weird.
It was strange.
Yeah.
I don't think it's a lull, but it was definitely strange.
We need a few horns for different scenarios.
Maybe we do. What would the strange horn be?
the Mike Hog's hard one.
It'd have to be one of those like a strange
I've lost
horn.
the plot.
Yeah.
Like it'd have to be one of those big ones that are like on a stand.
Well-
Like
That's
Yeah.
a trombone, isn't it?
no, like the big
Oh.
stand that you'd see in Lord of the Rings. It's on a wall, and it's like as long as 3 people, and just
Oh,
goes.
right. And
That would be a strange horn to have in the studio.
Well, we could sample that and put that on the Roadcaster.
That's a good
all right.
idea.
So we hit that. It's like,
Keelan,
oh,
you
Lewis
can-
is erect.
You can update Sounds Live, can't you?
Yeah.
Could you find a strange horn for us?
Oh, wouldn't you like to just pre-record your own?
No, I would like specifically
I'm sorry.
find a strange
Hang
horn.
on.
Mate, Keelan's trying to slack off. here.
Misinterpreted
No, we really are.
what
Sorry,
you've
I've got a
tried to
question.
do.
My
Yes,
hands
Luke.
up.
Yeah, yes. Sorry, you're not the teacher. I'm the teacher. Can you quiet down? You would be the.
I will
the
stop
assistant
these
teacher.
cameras at any second, Lewis.
Well, and that's why
Yes,
I don't
Luke?
love you. Yes.
Does this matter?
No.
But
Great,
you know
let's
what?
move on.
You know what? I want to do it. So give me 5 minutes.
Oh, okay. All right. Sweet.
So, Lewis, we had done run at the warehouse.
Yep.
We've got for pissing.
Hey Siri, set
Kill-
timer for 5 minutes. Didn't work. Set timer for 5 minutes. Still not working.
What a bitch. Siri, that is. You guys are great.
that.
We might
Set
have an
timer
issue.
for 5
YouTube's not
minutes.
even loading. The Wi-Fi
It's
out
not
here is so bad
Okay.
it might not load.
Okay. Well, you know what? It's quick move on before you honk that horn.
Okay.
Great.
Lewis.
Yes.
We had done run for the warehouse,
Yes, we
killing weeds. I've been trying to brainstorm what number 2s here could be.
Mm.
Because it's compulsory candle lighting, I was thinking, what about, hey boys, I'm going to go shred the wax.
Yeah, I like
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
I like that. Yeah, yeah.
Just go shred that wax.
Burn the midnight oil.
That's
Burn the
good.
mid poo oil.
Oh, okay, graphic.
Yeah,
No, the
too
whole point
graphic.
of these like
Yeah,
little
You don't say poo.
the little things we say to each other is like we're trying to be less graphic
Yeah.
because we all know what we're doing, but we just like say it in like a cool way.
Hey man, I'm gonna go start a poo fire. I was gonna say bushfire.
No, that makes it sound like you're lighting your shit.
Yeah, that
You
does.
still say poo, isn't the
Yeah, no
objective
poo. Oh,
to...
someone just knocked on that.
That was some of the garage. No, it wasn't. It was at a cabinet. Never
Oh,
mind.
okay, good. How about I'm gonna go and poo. I've got nothing.
Yeah, I think shred the wax.
I think shred
Yeah,
the
we
wax.
shred the
That's what
wax.
it is. Great. All right.
That's sorted.
Sorted?
Have we got any more? I guess we've been doing admin in the new studio for about 25 minutes.
Yep.
So okay, let's summarize. No one here really loves each other that much.
Yeah.
We've got to shred the wax.
Well, you and me
and
love
we're all
each
going to
other.
piss on a fence. That's
Yeah.
what we've covered.
Yeah. That's
What a
right.
productive
Can
start.
I add just one last bit of admin?
Yes.
I believe we do have a little bit of the live stream saved.
Yes,
Okay.
that's right. So I think we have about 7 hours maybe of the live stream saved that Whitey, the only guy who knew what he was doing, managed to catch.
But isn't it like isn't there camera settings popping up on it?
There,
and
there
stuff?
might be camera settings on screen.
It wasn't
He
supposed to
said-
be recorded.
He said there's about 5 to 5.5 hours of usable content in there.
Great. So that means that there's 2.5 hours of
Actually,
surprise
stuff worth watching.
No, other way round.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And we'll be putting that the highlights of it up on Because I don't think we're just not going to release that 5 to 7 hours straight, are we? That would be a bit pointless.
I think we might. We'll have to look at it and we'll have to decide then.
I just wanted to plug the highlights channel though, because the good stuff will be going up there.
Yes.
Correct?
Yes. Yeah.
If you are not subscribed to the Luke and Lewis Highlights channel, which we know about over probably.
I think only like 10%.
Yeah, I think like not many people. About 10% of people, 20% of people are subscribed there. So if you're one of the 80%, get on there, subscribe to the Highlights channel. You'll get all the best moments.
All the shareable bits as well. If you want to show your friends the best part of the show, and they'll start looking even better now that we've got multiple angles, which is great.
Check out this. I keep forgetting we've got so many cameras in the room. Oh, damn. I feel like I'm getting papped.
Now I need to talk about something as well. I think that we've committed a crime.
Is this what failure is?
No, this is Macca's.
Okay.
We've committed a crime, Keelan. We'll need you to stop searching for weird, strange horns for a moment.
I still don't think that's necessary to the show.
I'm looking at some pretty funny ones.
Okay.
No, I don't want funny. I want strange. Thanks. Please delete all of those.
Oh, my bad.
So
start from scratch.
Okay.
Search strange horns.
I did. I searched strange horn sound effect.
That's good. So on the live stream, Keelan went to Tower Hill McDonald's, and he has a vendetta against Tower Hill McDonald's.
I would say it's a rivalry at this point between him and the McDonald's, like a Cold War situation. But Keelan's definitely winning and the only one participating.
Specifically, the Tower Hill McDonald's. Now he went back to the Tower That McDonald's to get free food from his friend who's a manager. Now you've come in with a drink from McDonald's. Is that from Tower Hill?
Yes, it is.
Is that the correct cup?
I don't know if the camera can see this, but no, it's not the correct cup.
So
but
what do you think about that?
I know that they can give me the correct cup because on Friday we got 3 of the correct cups.
Right.
So they're just being lazy.
or it doesn't matter at all.
That's to me.
Okay, great.
If I'm paying $5, it matters what cup I'm getting.
Look, all right.
Stop going to the biggest fast food corporation in the world and expecting quality service. It's embarrassing.
Yes, it's embarrassing.
Just stop.
Yes. Now,
actually, stop going there.
Yeah, I think
that's it.
I just like the convenience of the drive-through. Of the drive-through.
Now, you came into the show with the free food that we didn't pay for at all.
$75 of free food.
$75 with free food, and he still had something to complain about. And Keelan got onto a rant.
Please, this man
about specifically one employee. Now, I'm not. Keelan's not the only one at fault here. I got swept up into this hard. My brain was half melted, and for some reason I thought Keelan was making a lot of sense.
Here's the thing. You encouraged hate.
Yes, and there's something that we have to correct, because now I don't know who said it. It could have been you. Now there is, because the live stream's been deleted. There's no evidence who said it. Now it could have been you. Were you there?
I came in on the back end of it.
Yeah. So you admit that it was you.
I admit I laughed.
I thought it was okay.
I thought it was funny.
But it is possible that you incited this. And Keelan, I would say prime suspect, said this. Now, I was there. I do not recall who said this, but someone, right, did say, everyone go to Tower Hill McDonald's Google reviews and specifically complain about the employee named Jordan.
And this was at like by the way, this was at like 4 a.m.
Yeah,
wasn't it?
It's at 4 a.m.
Yeah.
150 people watching. Now, Keelan told me today the age of that employee. How old is
about 15 or 16.
Now, I don't know who decided to tell everyone to leave a bad review about a 15-year-old. Now, if you're watching the video, now Luke pointed at someone. If you're watching the audio, he was pointing at himself.
Pointing at you.
Yeah. Now, maybe it was me, and maybe if theoretically I called for that,
you took Keelan's side, because you've been always the most anti. Like, you always call out Keelan for being rude to waiters and people who make minimum wage. You were the first one to get on board this trash Sam thing.
And Luke, when I'm fully awake and aware of my surroundings, I agree that's bad. You shouldn't shit on minimum wage workers because it's a bad thing. However,
They should do their job properly, though. But that's another conversation.
Now, Keelan came in yesterday and you didn't give him his clear plastic cup. Jordan should be fired for this terrible act. Don't you dare get me started on him for getting Keelan's chips. One of the front of house staff.
Hang on, so these are fans leaving reviews because you've incited
during the live stream. One of the front of house staff with the name tag Jordan spat in my burger. I am disgusted with this behaviour.
That's right. That's what you said to write.
I remember you.
I don't remember who said that.
You said, "Oh, you know what would be a good one."
Yeah. Now, I'm not saying now you're all a disgrace for laughing at this. You should all be ashamed of yourselves. This is outrageous. How could anyone stand behind this McD? This is a personal message to Jordan. You're a disgrace.
Oh my God.
Now, there is an influx of 1-star reviews, and I think that we have to correct this because it's gone too far.
This is
I think, yes?
borderline defamation.
This is literally defamation. This is lying about a man's character for no reason.
And causing him financial loss.
And he's 15. So I think we need to right this wrong. This terrible crime that's been
Hang on,
committed.
do we know if the kid's been fired? Because there may not be a case here.
Well, are you saying that
I'm not saying it's right. I'm saying nothing may have happened.
Yes, but also I think just for the benefit of, us all, 5-star reviews for Castle Hill McDonald's, specifically about Jordan.
Sam.
Castle
Oh,
Hill?
isn't it
Jordan, yeah.
Why do I keep
Castle
saying
Hill.
Sam?
Tower Hill. Castle Hill.
Where did I get Sam
Castle Hill
from?
Productions, isn't it a TV production?
Was there ever a Sam in this?
No, there
I've
was
said
never a
Sam
Sam.
like 3 times throughout this.
There never was a Sam.
Never mind.
So I think that we all need to leave a 5-star review specifically for Jordan. I'll be the first. I'm going to write my review. Love Tower Hill McDonald's, mainly because of Jordan. These other reviews are fraudulent. And I expect everyone listening to this to do the same.
Yeah.
5 stars. Oh, they let you do a picture.
Well, if he gets fired for this, you're on the hook.
Yeah.
So-
there's no evidence that I did. I don't exactly recall who incited this review, right? I mean, it could have been Luke. It could have been Keelan. It was
Sure.
probably Ruben. I don't know who did it. But I am saying that
Wasn't me.
for whatever reason,
It's just-
I feel very
I was
guilty.
going to say, it sounds like you're feeling the most guilty. I don't really feel any guilt
Look,
whatsoever.
man, for evil to happen, all that needs to happen is for good men to do nothing. And the other night, I did nothing while someone destroyed Ruben's reputation, and I'm writing it as a good man.
You say
still-
Ruben's reputation?
Jordan's.
reputation. Yours is already ruined after trying to destroy that 15-year-old boy's life.
Yeah.
So,
I think Keelan is to blame.
No.
oh, that's good. I like
I have
that.
to say, my manager friend, who I won't name because I don't want him to get in trouble. Ian
No,
said he'd
sorry,
love
I
the
just
guy.
have to cut something Keelan said. Because
Is it that bad? It's not that bad.
I mean,
I think it's punching down at the McDonald's employee after
it
I've
just-
I just rectified the
it
situation.
completely
You were like-
reversed what Lewis tried to rectify.
Yeah, well,
What you just said.
All right.
So, guys, 5-star reviews for Tower Hill McDonald's, specifically Jordan, who's doing an excellent job there, and we love that.
Why does it say failure on the...
Would you like to talk about something? Because that's another Lewis thing. Do you have anything that any Kidgel-related content?
Well,
content.
We're
my
getting
favourite
that horn anytime soon.
Huh?
Isn't your job getting
Yeah,
the
the
horn?
horn's up, I think. I just downloaded a horn.
segment. Okay, well, when
Should
it
be
gets
the-
strange, which
Should
one
be
is
the
it?
one next to District 4.
Shall we
Should be that
turn
one.
on the speaker here?
But I don't know what I downloaded. I just
But
downloaded
what
it.
was the
You
context
don't know what you've
of the
downloaded.
horn for
so
again?
this could be any kind of horn.
Was this to signify when you repeat something or when you have a massive erection?
No, I think this is when it just gets really strange. So
Oh,
there's
okay.
a lull, which is boring, where strange, where it's just weird
Can
energy.
we just do a demo?
Yeah, this is a demo for whatever Keelan's chosen, and hopefully it's quite strange.
That's like
No.
the negative
But
horn.
I just looked up Strange Horn and just downloaded the top
You
one.
didn't listen.
No, you guys were talking to me.
Jeez, that's...
You know what I think about that?
Yeah.
Not a good one?
Nah.
All right.
Jeez, if we had a Google review page, you'd be fucked. Yeah, all right.
Bit of a lull there, boys.
Right. So, do you have any Kidgel content?
Well, you'd probably notice that I am tired.
Yep.
I haven't full. It seems almost like I haven't slept since the live stream. I think I'm in exactly the same headspace that I was 24 hours in
Really?
to being awake because I I haven't actually caught up on a lot of sleep. It's she's okay, but my girlfriend Meg is in hospital at the moment, so I've been going to visit her, and I've been obviously then therefore picking up the duties around the home, the domestic duties. I've been a busy boy. Actually, haven't caught up on sleep yet. I'm running on fucking fumes.
That's not,
but good. That's okay. But she's all good. But I went to visit her at the hospital today, and she doesn't have problems with her kidneys or anything, but there wasn't enough beds, so she got put in the renal ward, which is like people who have includes people who have bowel issues.
That'd be a stinky ward, wouldn't it?
Well,
a lot of involuntary poos.
I came in at lunchtime when they
not a good time.
Fed her a sandwich.
Yeah.
And just when I came in, the guy next to her, there's only one way to describe it. It violently shat himself.
In the hospital bed?
There was a clean up, and then
that's not.
I go to because what is wrong with Meg? She's her heart's not going so well. Anyway, she's not allowed to get up much. Like she has to be monitored. So I've gone. Can we leave? I've gone to the nurse. Like she's trying to eat. This guy shat himself. Can we just go eat somewhere else? I'll go with her, and then. She wasn't allowed to leave, so I had to sit
Couldn't even
with
roll
her.
the bed out.
She had to eat a sandwich, and she has to, because they're monitoring her nutrition and stuff, she has to sit there and force down a sandwich while breathing in this old guy's shit, and I have to sit there next to her and be like, "You're doing great, honey." It was terrible.
Well, maybe
so that was my morning. That's why I'm not fully there yet, because I breathed in a stranger's shit for 2 hours.
Well, maybe that could be the punishment if you stink out the toilet. If someone goes in there and smells terrible poo, you go, "Well, mate, you got to eat a sandwich in there."
Oh, I would wish that upon no one. It was really bad, and I felt really sorry for her.
Yeah, that's not very
anyway,
good
that's my only story between now.
Yeah, that's all good.
That was a good one, though.
I'm stacked.
Yeah.
Kind of.
And then the nurse, I thought it was pretty insensitive by the nurse. Right in front of the guy, she walked over. She was looking for something to diffuse the smell. Right in front of the man and he was really embarrassed, obviously.
Yeah.
His bowels had probably collapsed or something. And right in front of him, walks over to Meg's Rexona deodorant sitting next to her and just goes, shh. And everyone turns around, and it's just, she's bringing attention to the fact that he stunk out the room. And I was like, look, you could have been a little more discreet.
If ever there was like an indicator of someone's shit themselves, it's
and from a stranger's Rexona.
Yeah,
because that's
an emergency.
Yeah, not even a scented candle, not even shredding the wax could kill that stench.
Great.
So that was, I guess, my tidbit. My anecdote.
We have something very important to talk about, and that is
the fireplace.
So as you guys know, we have this fridge. We have a rule on the show. We got this. We started the show with a heater because it was winter.
Well, heater/fireplace.
Fireplace.
It's an ornamental fireplace.
Yes.
That is technically a heater.
Yeah. It looks like a heater, but we like to call it a fireplace. Yeah. Well, I would say actually it looks like a fireplace. Other people call it a heater. Yep. We call it a fireplace. Yep. Now, a lot of people started to complain when it got really hot that we didn't need the fireplace
People
anymore.
were saying, boys, why have you got a fireplace there? The vibes are too hot in here.
People were watching the show. They were getting sweaty. It was just too hot. And we understood that. So we decided to get a fridge, a mini fridge for when it got
By the way,
hot.
and the mini fridge was months of back and forth.
A saga.
Eventually, this was bought by a listener of the show for us.
Which is our favorite way of procuring anything.
Yeah, we usually, if we're generally on this show, if you're new, welcome. We generally, if we have an expense, we offset that to the audience.
Of course.
Because we don't have the money ourselves.
That's just smart business. We're businessmen. The Luke and Lewis is a corporation. And the best way to run a corporation is by...
have no expenses.
Punish anyone who enjoys it.
Exactly. That's what Apple do. One of the biggest corporations in the world.
Oh, you would
what's that? $300 for Apple Care.
Oh,
great. For a 2-year warranty that should be for free.
Yeah.
It's like... legally, they have to do a 1-year warranty because that's just the consumer laws, right?
Would you like to know a good little tidbit about Apple? Got my Beats Studio headphones from Apple. Worked great. Then all of a sudden, a little thing just chipped off, and then it got worse, and then the whole earmuff thing fell off. Hit them up. I was within the 1-year warranty. Great. They said they would send me out a box to return it. Corona happens. Didn't get the box. Outside the warranty now. Great. Love that. Good on you, Steve Jobs.
No, I would say it's Dr. Dre's fault.
Yeah. Well, Dr. Dre sold to Apple. Bloody sell out. Never should have done that, Anyway, bit of a detour there. We have a dilemma that you don't know about, Luke. So obviously,
there's no dilemma, Lewis, because it is. Well, yeah. My massive concern is today's when we're recording this is the
freezing.
first day of winter.
Yeah, bloody freezing.
This is coming out on June the 2nd. This podcast, but we're recording this
First day of
June
winter.
the 1st.
And it's bloody cold in here, mainly because we need the fireplace back. All we have is a mini fridge. We have to get rid of it. I'm sure the sound off section is furious. They're probably all putting on jackets. They're
Very
cold.
chilly watching this.
Yeah, there's probably can see their breath frosting. You know, someone out there's got hard nipples.
So let's get the
You
fireplace
don't like hard nipples,
in
Keelan?
here.
Didn't like that.
I don't like the image of it.
You don't like the image of hard
Ooh,
nipples.
wakey, wakey, Lewis's hard nipples.
I think we've reached the end of that joke. Yeah.
Good call.
Yeah, great. I think we reached the end of it by the second time I tried to do it. Now we're at the fifth, and it's not improving.
Yeah.
Lewis, how would you
Do you think it will come around?
the joke makes you feel?
No, I'm not using that horn. You don't deserve it.
Yeah, I don't like the horn.
and we don't like that horn. It's not a good addition to the show.
I'll try again.
Yeah, you can.
Can
if you
I
find
try
a
it?
strange horn before this episode ends? You may. Now, Luke, I do have the fireplace,
Great.
which sounds like a good thing. However, that fireplace was taken from Jasmine's grandmother when she lived there because she didn't need it anymore. We've since moved out of that house. She wants it back. Now, I'm not prepared to rob an old woman of her fireplace. What do we do?
Offset this cost.
Offset the cost to the listener.
Yep.
Is what I'm hearing from the audience. Or rob an old woman.
She's
'Cause-
both are good financially for the business.
Oh yeah, both great financial options. Because let's
Either way,
be honest. If
we're not-
she calls me and asks for it back, and I go no, she's fucked. So we could rob an old woman, but that
Of
would
her
be,
life, potentially, because it is coming into winter and old people
She
need
could die.
heat.
Isn't
Yeah.
it an ornamental fireplace?
No, it does work. It's
It does work. Actually,
real
quite
heater.
well. Yeah,
You
it's
said it was ornamental, though, didn't you?
it does both.
a fake.
That's how good this thing is.
It's a fake fireplace,
Mm.
but it's an electric heater that's
Right.
like it
Has
lights up
LEDs
as if
and it
they're
looks like fire. It's
Cool.
incredible. That's why when we had it on in summer, people got so hot.
I see.
Yeah.
gives off a hot vibe, which is why people were annoyed at it got around to October and people were like, boys, it's starting to heat up. What are we doing?
I would say if we don't sort this out in the next few episodes, we could freeze to death, and so could the listeners.
I was going to say we're going to enter an ice age on this show.
we
It's going
might.
to get real frosty in here, and I don't want that to happen. So the last time we offset something like this up to the listener, it did take 3 months to actually get the fridge.
That is true, and also I did make $350 from doing the Waluigi voice,
I don't.
but I would like to.
Some would argue that we made enough money doing dumb shit on the live stream to cover this cost.
So it's almost already been offset to the listener.
Perhaps.
Quick interruption as well. We forgot to mention the most important thing about the live stream was it was saved by a very important listener and Patreon supporter, Whitey.
A hero.
Absolutely a hero. We were lagging. We kept dropping out. We had massive issues. We couldn't do any of the things like sound effects, showing what we were watching on the screen. Everything good about a live stream we couldn't do.
Yeah. And by the way, just with what's happening in the world, that's not a racially charged nickname. His last name is White. So it's like, Frenchie.
He is part of the alt-right, but he got
Yeah.
the nickname before that. No, this goes against what we were trying to do here. We're trying to be nice to the
Yes.
man. We've suddenly defamed him.
So if you didn't see the live stream, the first 5 to 8 hours was a
Fucked.
little bit terrible.
Yeah,
I
very
mean,
bad.
content-wise, fine. Stream-wise, laggy, cutting in and out.
Yeah.
And then Patreon supporter was kind enough and is trustworthy enough, because we've met him in the past, to come over to Lewis's house, run
Yeah.
an Ethernet cord down his backyard, bring his own monitor, laptop, computer.
Everything.
He pretty much just redid the whole stream and
Because he does
saved the
live
day.
streaming as his business, and he saved the stream. And without him, I don't think it would have even made it to the end of the 24 hours. So very, very good.
We have decided to break the only rule of the show.
This is something that we've been debating about a lot. This was an even fiercer debate over whether or not to give Whitey my home address. And that was a fierce debate. And that debate is...
Oh, by the way, no one else cared.
yeah.
It's not my house.
Of course, yes. But it's good to know that he's not a murderer, which of course was my first and only concern. Now the debate we've been having is this heroic act that Whitey did to save the live stream and really elevate the show, is this enough to earn something that is traditionally banned on this show, which is a shout out?
I was going to say, Reese Maston has a song about it.
Yeah.
Shout it out.
Yeah. Well,
We deem it worthy.
We've decided. It's a controversial decision, but, this is like the Purple Cross in Australia. Not everyone gets it, but if you get it, you're a fucking hero.
Isn't it the Blue Cross?
The Purple Heart?
Purple Heart's for being wounded in battle, isn't it, or something?
Is it? For being wounded? Well, we
What's
might
the
have
Medal
to
of
stab
Valor
Whitey
one?
then. I thought the Purple Heart was the most honourable bravery one.
Guys, the point is, shout out to
sorry.
Whitey.
Whatever the best award is,
Yeah.
that's what this is.
Medal of Valor. That's
Medal
an
of-
American thing.
Oh,
No,
God. This was supposed to be
really
like
got
just a really
really got
little tidbit
sidetracked
to put
here.
in the podcast.
Medal of Honor?
Yeah, but now I can't end this unless we know. It's not a Medal of Honor. That's a video game.
No, it's also a thing.
Yeah, well,
Um,
but search highest honour in Australian military. That's what you want. I'm pretty sure it's the Purple Heart or Cross.
No, it's for being wounded or killed while serving is the Purple Heart.
Oh, well, if we award Whitey the shout out,
Medal of the Order of Australia.
the Order of Australia? No, but you can get that from not military service.
All right. He gets a sticker and a thumbs up.
Cross of Valor.
Cross of Valor. I don't know if that's it either.
I don't.
Best medal
That's what I looked up. Highest honor in
Australian
Australian
military.
Army.
Military. Where are we here? Oh, don't. I'm going to get it. The Victoria Cross.
Oh,
Yeah.
we're all
I
stupid.
knew it was a cross. I thought it was Purple Cross. Victoria Cross, right?
I swear I said that. I said the Blue Cross, and they said, "Oh, isn't it the Victoria Cross?"
The Red Cross. Very popular charity. Anyway, guys, shout out to Whitey.
Croissants, a very popular pastry.
All right, back to the show.
Shout out to Whitey. Thank you, man.
So it's almost already been offset to the listener.
Perhaps I have a temporary solution.
Yes.
It looks terrible, but I guess maybe, Lewis, do you want to bring in that heater then? Just see what it looks like.
Okay.
We have this little heater.
Oh, yeah, if you bring it in, Ruben.
that we
Yep.
actually use for heat in here because, again, it's the first day of... We just didn't put it in the shop because it doesn't look that aesthetically pleasing.
Yeah.
Do you think if we do you think if we just...
Oh, the cord's not long enough to go sideways, so that's what it's going to be.
We can find a new plug or get an extension cable.
Yeah.
Say if we turn the heater like...
To the,
Was
to
that
the
on?
side.
No. Is that on?
I don't know.
No, it's not. Okay, good.
I think you would know.
Like that?
Yeah.
We can't really put the Radio Mic 2.0 on
Oh,
it.
that's a big issue. So,
Can we? No, we can't really rest that on it.
no, it's definitely going to fall. Well,
What about we just put it here?
I mean,
At the
we
moment,
could,
like we just cover up
we could ask the
the
listener.
fridge.
Sound off below. Is
this-
this a good?
Is this a
good?
temporary solution while we
Not
track
a permanent one.
down a heater?
Yeah.
Let us know because I think is that
Alternatively,
Ruben, you've got a good angle, and old Keelan's got a mic there. Is this a good angle? I can't really see it from your perspective.
does this look good?
What's it like for the
It
viewer?
looks bad.
Yeah, okay, I thought so. I mean, it doesn't match
Okay.
the rest of the
It doesn't.
set.
He doesn't mince words, does he? Looks bad. That's
Okay.
a very definitive answer. Well, is it good enough for now? That's a, again. That's a.
Okay, we'll get rid of it.
Okay, we're gonna have to get rid of that. We're gonna have to. How about this? Next episode, I have a new temporary solution.
Okay.
I'll surprise you all with it. Just come up with it now.
Okay.
It's gonna be good enough.
I have a strong feeling it's going to be like rubbing two sticks together or something.
That's good.
I,
What's better?
what? I don't even want to know yours.
Light a real fire in the studio.
Yeah, a bonfire.
Yeah, that's we would die of smoke inhalation. But guys, sound off below.
Because we're in a garage with no windows.
That's right. Sound off below with any solutions, permanent or otherwise. Temporary solutions, permanent solutions. Let us know.
What should we do about our fridge debacle? Fiasco. Damn, that would have been good alliteration. Oh, well.
Guys, I think we're going to end the episode there. No?
Oh, hang on. Ruben, would you like to do some comedy about our fridge?
Oh, that's good.
Oh well, there's a sort of a heater blocking it now. Is the problem?
Heaters
I
running
found a new horn, but I don't want you guys to be disappointed with
Here's
me
the
because
thing.
you didn't give me much to work with other than strange horn.
Okay, well, we need to end the episode. So the end of the episode
I would hate to end the
relies
episode
on this horn.
on a love.
It's gonna.
If you play your horn and your horn sucks, I then have to reluctantly blow the lull horn, which
And
we
that's-
never really explained to the people who didn't see the stream. Whenever we
Hit
got
a lull
to a
point
lull, which we got to many
frequently because we were very tired.
for example, there'll be parts in the live stream where the conversation would just die out
Naturally.
and then we'd be like,
That's a horn honk.
and then you quickly get rid of the silence by going,
Yeah.
and then it wakes everyone up a bit, and then we're all back.
Right, back into it. Yeah.
So I don't think we should need this horn a lot for the podcast
No.
because this isn't for 24 hours.
Mm.
This is just there for emergencies.
Emergency
Unfortunately,
purposes only.
we've had to use it twice already. That was an example honk.
Yeah.
Oh, should we clarify that honk? Clarify that honk.
What was that all about, mate?
Well, clarify that honk was another segment we did once on the radio where anyway, but the point is on the
What
live
was that
stream,
honk about?
that was just a practice honk. So
Okay.
It was
honk
an example
clarified
honk.
everybody.
Great.
An example honk, right?
Yeah. What did I say?
You said practice honk.
Oh, sorry.
You don't need to practice for that, do you?
Should I clarify that clarification?
No, absolutely not. Now, what we're saying, Keelan, is this has two ways to go. Either the episode ends with a high note with a really strange horn.
Or we ask you to clarify whatever dog shit honk.
That's good. Okay.
I'm
So
up
is it
for
just
that.
this one here?
Yeah.
Hang on. Okay, go.
This one?
Yep.
All right. Let's see how strange it is.
What was strange?
That's fucking strange.
Was that a didgeridoo?
What was that? That's very strange horn.
Okay, so that is like a.
Oh, just before you clarify.
It would, you know what it was?
Just before you clarify that horn.
Clarify that honk.
What was that, mate?
So it's like a boat horn, but I've added a couple effects. I added car radio, telephone, and
Oh, you made it
and
strange.
helium.
Oh, because I was about to say it does sound like a little bit of a space honk. Like it did. I thought it sounded like
honk in space.
like an electric didgeridoo.
Yeah.
It's off key.
It sounds just like a tone,
It's like a dial tone that disappears mysteriously. Well, that's, you know what,
Well,
Keelan?
look, it is
You
strange.
fucking nailed it. That was very strange, guys. That's the end of Luke and Lewis. We'll talk to you guys on Thursday. See you later. Let us know what you do with this. Bye.